Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully you're doing good. Today I'm doing series of reviews, more like videos. I cannot say reviews because these are all sort of re-review, looking back at some fragrance I did review in the past and one comparison video. So I would like to wish all of you Bangladeshis happy weekend. Today is a Friday and it's very early morning here. I woke up around 5 something. I had cold coffee, guilty, so my voice is kind of down. So it's around 6:10 a.m. here, and I'm wearing one of my favorite fragrances from House of YSL, Opium Limited Edition. This is a great little perfume, very rare, and I'm wearing it on my hand. Mm, nice little combine of spices and very beautiful citruses. Okay, so right in front of me, you can see I have Nautica Voyage. Okay, line. Okay, Nautica Voyage is line, like I'm not going to bring out my other Nautica fragrance. I have a couple more, okay, but those are not Nautica Voyage line. I want to specifically focus on the Voyage line. There are plenty more, I understand. There are like 3 4 more I did not review yet to collect, but these are not available in country like our country. So I would like to discuss the greatness of this fragrance. I reviewed it many times, okay, and some of the other flankers, and I'll talk about as a line as a whole. What I feel about this line, is it worth looking at? These are very affordable, okay, so I'll give you a brief history how I got to know about it, and then how I wear it, how I like it, and is it something I always prescribe to people, when they ask me what's a good freshie for good budget. Nautica Voyage, bang, so hopefully you're doing good, and let's start. So Nautica Voyage is a fragrance I learned from the community, okay, definitely simple as that. I did not know about this fragrance when I was a student, or back in the days when I was wearing fragrance on my own. I did not know about this line. So this was a sweetheart of fragrance community. Like, reviewers loved it. Every reviewer have great review on it. If you see Chad, my favorite reviewer, my favorite review is Chad's review, I will not lie. And every other reviewer more or less said this is good, for the price. It's a nice little fragrance. So I blind bought it when I was in Malaysia. I lived there. This fragrance is not sold there because Nautica doesn't have really any boutique there. Neither do they have this fragrance in availability in any shop. So what I did, my sister was in UK at that time, and I told her she was coming back to Bangladesh, I think for good, and they were moving back from Manchester to Dhaka. So we're also moving. So both families, like we all decided, like, we're gonna go back to our country in 2016. So I got back, and my sister sort of bought this one as per my request, Nautica Voyage, Bentley for Men Intense, and what is the other fragrance? I cannot remember. She bought like 3 fragrances for me, and I could only ask for 2 because they had a lot of luggage. But then I was tempted. I got 3. I don't, man, what was the fragrance? I don't remember. So anyway, 3 fragrances we got. This was one of them. So I had to wait for 2 months or 3 months before they got back, and then finally I collected from them. Okay, that was the story. So first time I sprayed it, I was totally, like, not sure, like, how this is going to work or how this is going to turn out. And then, oh, sorry, before, right, sorry, I forgot about one thing. Before I received this, I got to try it from one shop perhaps, and I was like, no, this is not what I expected. They talk about green apple, aquatic, the best aquatic basic. I thought it's going to be like Versace Purum, Polo Blue. Those are more sweeter citruses. This one was salty, and I did not like fragrances salty at all. So this was in the initial impression. I did not like it. I did not like it that much. I did not hate it, but something I would not wear. It did not pique my interest. It smelled very much like bland, because I like citrus, I like sweet, which this one doesn't offer. This one has aquatic, kind of like green apple, sort of like a lot of salt, and then musk. Okay, and then I think there's another note like cucumber like note. It's not my favorite, but I absolutely love the bottle design. I've gone through many bottles of this. These are really pretty, the juice color and the cap and all that. So this is a beautiful bottle. They come in multiple bottles at 30 ml, I think, and then 50 ml and 200 ml, which I had, which is finished. I kept the bottle somewhere. And then there are many other flankers, like this is Sport, this is N83, this one I think is Midnight Voyage. Okay, so I would like to talk about all of them. So basically, Nautica Voyage later on became my favorite perfume because it lasts project, even despite this is my vintage batch. You can see the difference between the atomizers. This is a tall atomizer. This one has a base. This one came with a metal cap. I bought this just like a tester unit, so did not get the cap, but These are two different batches, old batch, new batch. So people ask me if vintage was so much stronger. No, vintage lasts like 2 hours more compared to this, which is very negligible. Okay. Second thing is this fragrance, the smell wise, nothing changed. This one doesn't smell like severely watered down like many designer perfumes. So this fragrance remained in its own glory. Very basic fragrance. If you become a collector later, this one you look for sentimental values mostly, but it will be in your collection just for memory's sake. Okay. So I liked it. Whenever I went there, high heat situation, this one really complements that high heat. So one thing bad happened in Bangladesh is that these fragrances were sold in Bangladesh back in the time like 18-20 dollars. Okay, that's it. Now if you want to buy it, it's doubled. It's $40 at least, like under $40, $40. So you'll not find better deal than that. So that's expensive for what it is. But people still seem to buy it. No problem, no issue, right? So it remained a great fragrance. So for the price, it's a great little perfume. It's a staple. It's something I think it's a Swiss Army knife or Swiss Army gear, how we call it. Like it's a convenient fragrance to keep with you and spray, like casually go to work, gym, everything covered in summer. So there you go, Nautica Voyage for you. No difference between much difference between the vintage and new, apart from the cap and couple of hours of performance. So moving on to the next one, then I tried Nautica Voyage Sport. This is a bit different. This is underrated. People don't talk about it much. And this one is sold some places here, but not everywhere. The red really represents the sporty vibe. This one I feel, let me smell it. It's a bit different. This is, man, this smells like, let me spray once. Yeah, this is more crisp. The green apple, it's I think the green apple here is more prominent and it's less salty. This one is not salty much. It's reminding me of something like Polo Sport, some of the other ones. Little bit like more watery version of Nautica Voyage, which makes it more reachable. Okay, it reminds me of Chrome little bit in a way. Okay, so if you like Chrome, if you like a little bit citrus and maybe Azaro's Chrome United, those fragrances, you like this. Sport is very, very refreshing. uh, it can be a gym scent, at the same time could be an office scent as well. Good fragrance, right? So then I'll talk about, I reviewed them also, you can check out my full review. Then I got N83. I really like the design on this bottle, the compass and all that. I don't know, it's a nice little bottle as well, similar to Voyage. Juice color is also similar, and like the name here is N83. This one, for some reason, people did not like it that much. Let me spray it here. Mm. This is nice. This is very, very nice. Very underrated fragrance. 83. Not at all similar to Voyage. This is more in line with, how do I say, it's not a clone of anything. When I smell this, this is also fresh like this, but I think this is a bit sweeter. So differences, minute differences: salty, citrusy, sweeter fresh fragrance. Okay, it's in the same ballpark as you can say Invictus, some of the Invictus fresh ones, or Polo Blue. It's more I think if you are a beginner, you like this one, the sport version, more than the original. That's what I feel. And I think these are all still fresh fragrances. This is very good longevity on all of this. I think this is the longest lasting on me. Then this, oh sorry, after this I think is N83 original, then Midnight, and then Sport. They all last like this an hours, 3 hours minimum. This is 3 hours, this is 4, this is 6 to 7. Okay, this one you can get 4 to 5. So let's talk about this one last. I bought this from my brother. I saw him putting it for sale, and this is a cute little 50 ml, very cute, and it has a blue cap. So these things, little detailing, really makes me happy. And this juice is a bit darker compared to the rest, and it fits very nicely in the hand, good for traveling. So this one I reviewed. Please check out my review. This is called Nautica Voyage Midnight Voyage. So let me put this on a little bit. The sprayers are not that great. It's like small bursts. So for an affordable perfume, in States, these are still 10, 15, $20. Man, when I smell this, I'll tell you two things. Two fun facts. This one was released only as a 50 ml, and it's more expensive than 100 ml of Nautica Voyage. Surprising. I was surprised too, but that's the reality. This is more, $35, $40, where this is $100, 100 ml for that price. This is 50 ml. So this is more pricey, double the price. And this smells fantastic. If you are not that person that, hey, everything is so expensive and this is not worth it, it's too expensive, trust me, I smell worse fragrances at more price point. This is really, really great. This is very beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to wear this at nighttime, but this one smells fantastic. Longevity is not a beast, but it smells very nice and it's different than the whole line. This can be a good summer dating fragrance. Okay, man, sweet, fresh, a little bit like more thick, prominent than the rest of them. So Nautica as a whole, this Voyage line, I'll try to get the gray bottle. I think there's a, forgot the name. So there are 3 or 4 more in this line. I think they are fantastic line. Okay, Nautica is a great house, budget house, but it's not perhaps for niche lovers or people who are into more complex fragrances, artisanal fragrances. This is maybe not for them. But if you're a beginner, if you're young, if you want to start building a collection, these are staple fragrances. You'll not break your bank. You can get the whole line, perhaps for a price of one decent niche fragrance or less. Okay, so Nautica, great line, but I would say the Voyage is always the moneymaker and the big star. So try them. See, there's no harm in trying them, and good fragrance for camping, going out, outdoor activities. Great little rough fragrance. Okay, like rough usage. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know how you feel about this line. Which ones do you think I should try next? And have a nice day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.